Let's go to Virginia now. Hey, Virginia, how you doing today?
Doing fine, thank you.
Well, great. What's on your gardening mind?
Well, listen, I bought some very small. When I bought them, they were roses, knockout roses.
Knockout roses, okay.
Okay, and so they have grown tremendously great. And now this summer, they have had, which I didn't think knockout roses were supposed to be subject to such things, but they had leaves on them that would turn brown.
Oh, come on. They're turning brown on you?
On knockout roses.
What's up with that?
Well, but why do they do that? I didn't think they were. I thought they were disease-free pretty well.
Yeah, I wish that was the truth with all of our plants. As a matter
now, before that started, though, right before they had turned brown, they got little white all around their edge of their leaves.
See.
Little itty-bitty fine white.
Okay.
And I have grown whorls of tea roses in my lifetime.
Okay, and I don't doubt that.
I never saw anything quite like this.
Okay, well, what happens is that we have to remember that a plant is a plant. Now,
Sure.
It's true that what will happen through the hybridization process is that they will take the plant and they'll try to hybridize it so that it is disease and insect free as much as much as possible. Ironically enough, at one time, they hybridized roses so much that they actually took the scent out of the flower itself. And they tried to market it. And it was a big old marketing flopperoonie. And that end of it they got rid of all those, and they'll never bring them back to the marketplace. But it was a perfect, beautiful, gorgeous rose. People want that smell of gotta have that rose smell to it. That's what they got to have. Now, what your problem is that obviously it's susceptible to something. Something went wrong over there. This edging situation over here kind of concerns me because it kind of tells me that it maybe wasn't the problem with the rose as much as it may have been a problem with something going on in your soil. And the first thing that we pick on here, Virginia, is that we pick on the fact that you might have had too much salt in your watering. Your water may have a little high salt content, and therefore the reasons why the edges started to go first, and then it just started to brown out altogether.
Well, we had a terrific amount of rain this summer.
Okay.
And I thought it kind of looked slightly like mildew, but it wasn't. Not
mildew,
like I'd ever seen.
Yeah, mildew will actually hit the whole rose leaf unless you've already got mildew on the plant, and when you wash it off, it'll actually, the water will encapsulate that mildew and keep it right on top, and you'll have little white dots on it.
No, it didn't have any of that.
Okay.
It just went from that little bit around, just very small little bit around the edge, and then it had just turned real brown.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you know what? That's you got something happening with the watering. With all that water that happened this year, the rain did something to where it collected the water in the soil. I mean the salt in the soil, and I think that's the problem right there.
Okay.
Not a whole lot you can do about that. In fact, the only way that we actually get salt out of soil is by adding more water and just keep on moving it through. But you create problems when that happens, and those problems are things like nutrient deficiencies. And the plant will start to turn color on you and all that. So when you put it all and said and done, you're actually doing very good, Virginia. And I want to thank you very much for being a part of today's program. And that's the way we talk about things here at the thingsgreen.com Botanical Gardens.